Hello parents, I'm going to be going through the lesson plans for October 19th through the 23rd. So we are going to be going through those together. I have a bunch of different crafts and activities and things for you to keep and hold on to as well. So we're going to hopefully be able to get through those as best we can. So again, you'll get your envelope in the top corner. I have what week it's for. And then we'll just get going. So for starters, on Monday, we're going to start off with prayer, flag salute, calendar, and story are going to be in the description below. Next thing you're going to do is I have name tags or name practice tabs here. I've written out their names already on the first strip. There are 20 strips for each child. The first strip has their name on it, so there's 19 for them to practice on for throughout the week. So the goal of this is to be able to have them practice writing with their finger, practice writing over the top of it with a crayon, practice writing their name. Really, we're just trying to enforce that writing. It's all going to be in capitals. The next thing we're going to do is, it's called Match My Number. And what you're going to need is the 10 little pieces, which are right here and labeled 10 little pieces. They have a little, like the first one has a square, the second one has 2 squares, the third one has 3 squares, and so on and so forth. So that's something that you'll want to keep as well, because we'll be going through that throughout our time and using those as well. So what you're going to do with those is you're going to give 10 little pieces of one color to your child, and then you're going to demonstrate how to count and move each little piece up to 10. So you'll have like 2 columns of 5, and these cards will kind of walk you through how to do that too. And then you're going to have your child repeat with you. So hold the counter cards up and then have your child count out to the number of pieces to match the card. So you'll hold the card up. So if it's 1 card or if it's a 1, then they will put out 1. If it's 6, then they'll do 1 stack of 5 and then 1 stack with a 1 in it. So the goal is to be able to match that number. The next thing you're going to be doing is the Bible story coloring page. Which is Jericho's Walls Fall Down, and the Bible story I'll have in the description below. The next thing you're going to do is identify letters in the name. So say we have a special letter. It is the first letter in our names. Let's see which letter we can make. Can you find the first letter in your name? And then you're going to hand them the alphabet cards. And you don't have to hand them all of the alphabet cards. You can hand them a stack of like 5 and be like, okay, which one is the first letter in your name? And you might have like other letters that are in their name to be able to kind of help them build that. Next is Tuesday. Prayer, flag salute, calendar, and story. Calendar and story are in the description below. Where do you start your letters is going to be in the description below as well for the song. And then you're going to, again, practice your name or practice their name on those cards or on those slips. And the next activity is under math and numbers. It's going to be listen and pass. So you're going to say, we are going to pass the tag bag or toy back and forth. Listen carefully to my instructions. Let's pass the tag bag above our heads. Now let's pass the tag bag below our head. Listen carefully to find out how to pass. And then you can do over your arm, under your leg. You can do all sorts of different ways. The main words that you want to focus on are over, under, above, and below. And working on those because we're working on opposites there. The next thing you're going to do is the craft or project, and that's going to be 5 little pumpkins. So I have that activity right here. There's a nice little dotted line. They'll cut, your child will cut on the dotted line. Then they will cut on this dotted line to cut this out. They'll cut the pumpkins out, and then they'll glue them onto the fence. And there's 5 little pumpkins there. They can color this before they cut. It's a lot easier to color before you cut. So highly recommend that. The next thing you're going to do is identify capital letters and letter time. So build the letters in their name, and you're going to use the wooden sticks to help you. I did a capital letter formation chart. So I have this in your chart as well. So you'll be able to see how the letters are made. So if it's an A, then they're going to do one big line, and then a little line. And it tells you the steps to be able to do it. So 1, 2, 3. The next thing we're going to do is on Wednesday. And we're going to start with prayer, flag, salute, calendar, story. Calendar and story are going to be in the description below. You're going to practice writing their name again. You're going to notice that that's a trend this time. For math, you're going to use the beads and the pipe cleaner. And what's going to happen is you're going to say a number 1 through 10, and then you're going to have your child string that number of beads onto the pipe cleaner, and then check their counting by having and helping them count as you slide the beads across. So you could even put all 10 beads on here and then be like, okay, we're going to like bend it in the spot where you've counted. So say you've counted 4 beads. So then you'd have 4 beads on this side and you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. And count that with them, and then you can unbend the pipe cleaner. It works really great. The next thing you're going to do is the parts of a pumpkin worksheet. There's different colors here, so color the stem brown, color the tendril green, and color the shell orange. So shell, tendril, stem. And then you're going to look in a book. This is for the literacy portion of this. So you're going to choose a book with simple sentences. Let the child act out the sentence or show them an illustration for the sentences. So have them draw out what that would look like. And then you're going to listen to Matt Man on the Go, which I have in the Wednesday book video. So you'll pause right after we've finished our story. And I think it was possibly Flora's Very Windy Day was the book that we read that day. So you're going to read that, and then you're going to ask some questions. So how do you know Matt Man is the most important one? And then Matt Man's on every page. We call Matt Man the main character because he's the most important person in the story. Let's build Matt Man together, and then you'll bring out the Matt Man pieces and build Matt Man. Thursday, it's going to be prayer, flag, salute, calendar, story. Those again are going to be in the description below. Practice the name, and then you're going to do a game or an activity called Tower Power, which is where you're going to have your child stack the tag bags with 4 different colors. Point to one of the tag bags and say, like, orange is under red. What is under green? And then you're going to repeat using above, below, and over. The next activity you're going to do is called pumpkin shapes. I have that one right here. So each shape is going to be a different color. So circles are blue, triangles are purple, and squares are yellow. Again, this is a pretty self-explanatory worksheet. And the goal is going to be identifying those shapes. Next is sing and pop. So you're going to sing the alphabet slowly and then have your child pop up or jump when they hear the first letter in their name. So, and then you can do this with other letters in their name as well, if you so desire. The next activity you're going, now we're on to Friday. So Friday you're going to start off prayer, flag, salute, calendar, story. Calendar, story, again, description below. And then you're going to do where do you start your letters, and it's going to be at the top, right? We should hopefully know that song, and it's going to be in the description below. And then you're going to practice the name again. Don't be afraid to use the capital formation chart, and then you can use the mat from Matt Man. You can use his body as the mat that you use to work on the letters. The next thing that you're going to do is counting buddies. So give your child a category of home objects to count. So an example of this would be trucks, chairs, crayons, etc. And have them count, and you as the parent or guardian can repeat to check. So, let's count those again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chairs. Oh, good job. You said 6. Charlie Brown coloring page is going to be your activity. So I have this nice, cute little printout for you we're getting into, obviously, the fall season. We're trying to celebrate that. And then the next activity you're going to do is I can count words. So give your child some counters, so those 10 squares. Give your child some counters to represent the words in a sentence. Use short sentences to let the children select one counter per word. So if the word was, or if the sentence was, I like crayons, then you would go, I like crayons. And then you're going to count how many squares you have, and you're going to compare them with other sentences. The next activity you're going to do is More Adventures Ahead, where you're going to select a story with a single main character, read the story, and show your child the pictures in the book, and ask your child to identify the main character, discuss their choice, ask what other adventure this character could have. So that could be a Dr. Seuss book, that could be a nursery rhyme, it could be any kind of book that you end up coming across. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to text, call, email, Facebook message. I'm available for any form of contact. You guys all have my phone number. I look forward to hearing from you if you have any questions. Have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.